You have an assistant or you're about to hire an assistant and you're wondering how to effectively communicate with him or her or them if you have multiple people working for you, this video is for you. I'm Sylvie McCracken from sylviemccracken.com and the creator of Create Passive Income with eBooks, and I am super passionate about outsourcing, delegating, building a team, and optimizing it and managing it effectively so that you can progress faster in your business. So one of the things that I like to do when it comes to communicating with my team is to stay out of email as much as humanly possible. And this is for a couple of reasons. Email is just a bit of a time suck. When you open your email in the morning, if you do that, it's just a barrage of all kinds of different things. It could be things from your team, it could be things from your family, it could be things from your friends, it could be urgent things, not urgent things, funny things. It's just a big mess, right? So I use email, of course. I use it for my business, I use it for work, I use it for pleasure, I use it for all kinds of different things. But what I don't use it for is to communicate with my team. And part of the reason is because I don't check my email first thing in the morning. So that is something that I did that would, that enhanced my productivity tremendously, is to not have that be the first thing that I do. So what I do instead with my team is I use a project management app. And in my case, we like to use Trello. And I'll link to these things that I mentioned below to make it easier for you. There are a lot of different kinds of project management apps that you can look into and see which one suits your needs best and your team's needs best. But the bottom line is you have to stay out of email. And so here's the other thing. With Trello, for example, we just start different boards for different projects that we're doing. And then within those boards, we have what they call cards, and we have the different tasks in there. And what that allows us to do is have multiple team members communicate with each other, and everybody can kind of stay in the loop in the same place. So this is especially helpful for long-term projects or projects that we move to the back burner as things become a little bit more of a priority, and so forth and so on, so that we don't have to be digging up email threads from a year ago. So for example, I'm running 2 different businesses, so that requires several different boards for each of our projects. And especially since my team members are all over the world, I have people in the US, in Serbia, in Poland, in the Philippines, etc. They are able to also communicate with each other without needing me to go between. So they can either tag each other on there just by using their handles inside the board and CC me when I need to jump in and make a decision on something. But the best part about having a team is that they can collaborate with each other without needing you. That's kind of the whole point. So needing you very sparingly, especially once you've been working with them for a while. So that would be my biggest recommendation to you, is to stay out of email as much as you can and use a project management app that you like to communicate with them. A few others that are popular are Asana, Workboard, Basecamp. You might have heard of some of these. So just check them all out, see which one works better for your workflow, and stay out of email first thing in the morning, and don't use email to communicate with your team. It takes just a little bit of time to train people to use this new software. Just with a quick video, you can train them to use it how you would like it used. And that's pretty much it. The other tool that I like to use in order to communicate with teams is Dropbox. And so we use this in combination with Trello. So in Trello, we have all of our discussions and all of our comments back and forth on a certain project or task. And then with Dropbox, that's where we refer back to or link to in terms of anything that we need to, any files that we need to attach, or photos or videos or anything big that we need to kind of all have in one folder so that we can all grab as needed. So to give you an example on how I do these videos for the blog, for my YouTube channel plus the blog, I record them myself. That's the part that absolutely requires me, is to be in front of the camera and record it for you. And then what happens is I'll just put it in a Dropbox folder, and my assistant will take it to get transcribed, send it to the transcriber, and then my other assistant will grab that transcription and clean it up a little bit and make a blog post for you, which goes underneath the video if you're watching on sylviemccracken.com. And that way it's using my words, but she just cleans it up a little bit so that it's not the rambly-ness of the transcription. And then my other assistant makes an image for this blog post, which is just a title card in our case with the fonts that I like. And then she'll go ahead and pin that or schedule it to Facebook or Twitter, etc., using our Edgar account so that we can automate even further. So this is just a little example on how you can use your team and how you can communicate with them. And that way, all I need to do, for example, is just create the video, and the rest of it can happen a little bit by magic after that. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments if you have any suggestions, tips for other people, or questions on the outsourcing and communicating with your team front. Just leave them below, and I will see you there.